Welcome to Aiken this week. I'm Emery Langston. I have the pleasure today of being joined by Sarah Herring with the City of Aiken Department of Public Works and Norman Dunnigan with Dumpster Depot. It's always a pleasure to have y'all on. It's always a lot of fun.
Thank you for letting me.
Thank you.
Well, we have some fun things to talk about today because we have an Earth Day celebration coming up that I know that both of you have worked very hard to put in place, and always something that's near and dear to your heart. So kicking off, let's talk about what Earth Day is and why it's important.
Well, you know, I've got a passion for taking care of the resources of our Earth, and so I like to think that to celebrate my birth in 1970, they came up with Earth Day. I'm only playing, but in 1970, they did form Earth Day. Over 190 countries celebrate Earth Day, and basically it's a time for us to stop and reflect on what we are blessed with for living here on Earth. So Earth Day allows us to, for once, pause and think of how we can continue to protect the resources that we're given.
See, I knew he'd have a perfect answer.
Well, Sarah, how long has the city really been putting active programs together to acknowledge Earth Day and celebrate what Earth Day is?
Well, we actually started about 15 years ago. The very first Earth Day celebration was a very small event done over at Carolina Bay. And it was strictly just school students that were invited. And from that, we thought, okay, yeah, great idea. And we moved on over into Hopeland's Gardens. And we stayed out there for many years with many vendors. And again, the focus was still mostly third grade students.
Right.
And then the environmental committee decided, hey, let's blow this thing up. So 3 years ago, we moved to Newberry Street, and everyone is invited. And we moved it to Saturday, which luckily this year falls exactly on Earth Day.
Yes.
So everybody can be down here with us to celebrate Saturday.
Very good. So April 22nd.
Second.
April 22nd. The great thing that this has turned into, though, is the opportunity for a lot of either businesses or organizations in the area to be able to come out and brag a little bit about the efforts that they've had on helping us be more sustainable. You know, it ends up being about stewardship.
Right.
And it's something that a lot of us do, but we don't really make note of what we do. So we've got businesses that are working hard to make sure that the things that they create, there's not a lasting impact at the end of their production. And those people will be set up. In years past, we've had Savannah Riverside out talking about the way that they're taking care of our environment. So it is a way to communicate to the public the great things that a lot of people are doing that gets done but never gets the credit.
When I was looking at the website and the vendor list, I was really amazed at the long list of folks that you really wouldn't put together with something like that, but they are doing the good work and the stewardship, just what you're talking about.
And the fact is, we all have a responsibility to do it. No matter what we do, there's waste at the end of it. And it's the decision we make of what to do with the waste that has the lasting impact.
Sure.
It's like this, either at the end of the process of whatever we do daily, we put back into our environment and our economy to become something new again, or we decide that it goes into our landfill forever. So given those two choices, it's an easy decision. And at Earth Day, it allows people to celebrate the good decisions.
Well, let's talk about what we can expect from Earth Day and the celebration itself, because y'all have a lot of really fun things planned.
Yes, I mean, we have, first of all, as Norman was saying, we have a big variety of vendors, from our King Green here to, the city of Aiken will be represented with their recycling program, with our mosquito program. DHEC will be here. There's several solar vendors that will be here. The Beekeepers Association, the Bluebirds, the Hitchcock Woods. I mean, there's a multitude, it's a variety. And we're actually going to have a kids zone set up for the kids to come out, learn, play, get educated in a fun way. We will have the People Chase kicking off at 8 a.m. And I'm very excited about that because this year the excess funds that are raised from People Chase will go to Beside the Badge to support our public safety officers. And there's going to be a family bike ride. A lot of entertainment from the stage up here, so it's going to be a good time for anybody.
I love that you said that obviously there's such a diversity, because when I think of Earth Day, my passion is waste and waste solutions. Other people's passion is making sure that we keep our bee population up. So those
Right.
people believe just as strongly about what they're doing as I believe about what I'm doing. But when you converge them all together, I think it's going to be an exciting day. In years past, we haven't had the attendance that we've wanted. We've had a really bad rain day one time. The other one, we did a great job of marketing, but people didn't take the time to come out. So what we're asking is this year, put it on your calendar, set it aside, and make it a priority, because I believe you're gonna have a great time. Bring your kids, and again, you be a good steward and teach your kids what's important to you.
Right.
The innovation, I think, is so neat. The people chase, the 5K.
Yeah.
That, and let's talk just for a real quick second about that, because that is a 5K race, but they have obstacles.
Well, yeah, it's a 5K. It's more of a fun run than it is considered a race. We do time it, but your traditional runners, it's not quite like that, because we actually take you through Hitchcock Woods, and like I said, Green King here supplies us with some obstacles of recycling that he's created. So it's a good time. The final of the run is always sliding across the hood of a cop car. So everybody loves that. You know.
It's an experience, and it's one that you won't find anywhere else but Aiken, South Carolina.
That's right.
I've never heard of people hurtling over bales of recycled material. And I only know of one way you get to slide across a cop car.
That's right.
Right.
Other than this. And I would tell you this is a better option.
That's right. So if you want to have that opportunity.
Yeah, either that or run from a cop. You choose.
No, thank you.
Well, guys, this is going to be such a fun event.
Thanks.
And I know, obviously, near and dear to your hearts. We hope that everybody will come out for Earth Day on April 22nd, right here in the Newberry Plaza. And the times of the events?
We will be, like I said, the race starts at 8, and the vendors will be set up and ready to go by 9, and we'll be done at 2. But if anybody's curious, you can always go to the earthday.aiken.org, or we actually have a Facebook page as well, Aiken Earth Day, that they can come and look and see what all's going on. Also, we have a Lights Out event the night before Earth Day, and there are several participating restaurants. I don't have the list with me, but it's on our webpage and it's on the Facebook page. The several local restaurants have agreed to dim the lights, consume less energy in order for dinner that evening. So we hope people will come out and support those restaurants that are making that effort.
Sure. A fun time.
It is
So
fun.
let's kick it off on the April 21st, come back down on April 22nd. Always a pleasure, guys. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Aiken this week, and we'll see you next time.